Welcome back to Chuck 14, and here's everything you need to know about the Transformers reissued G1 Headmaster Hardhead. Is it an awesome figure? Let's check him out. And here's the packaging for the Transformers G1 reissue Titans Return Headmaster. So it's repackaged in a G1 inspired packaging, but before that, and if it's your first time here, click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon so you can be notified of any new updates, new videos of my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and all the good stuff. And now back on with the video. And as you can see here, you have the old school Transformers logo with a heroic Autobot symbol, and as you can see here, it transforms in 4 steps, but that's just a homage to the old school transformation. And then you awesome artwork of Hardhead over here. You see the Headmaster Duros, you see Hardhead inside the packaging, and then product shots on the side, that awesome artwork, as well as the tech specs and the bio if you want to read here for Hardhead. And then another bunch of product shots here at the side of the box. Then you have more product shots of Hardhead on the bottom. So that's it for the packaging. And now let's check out how awesome Hardhead is. So here's everything that's in the box with a Headmaster Hardhead, and just like the Brainstorm one, you have this instruction sheet, G1 inspired, and you have the big illustrations and easy to understand instructions, and G1 inspired with the grids over here just like Brainstorms. And that's it for an instruction sheet. And you have the weapon as well for Hardhead, and it's a really great looking weapon, and comparing it with the weapon for Brainstorm, it's a really more substantial weapon for the Headmaster himself. And you also have the Headmaster Duros, which, as you can see here, reminds me of Man-at-Arms, but you still see that great sculpting on the figure, and you see the painted eyes. And let's bring in the Headmaster Arcana as well here to compare them. So this is Duros and this is Arcana, so take a look at their head sculpts. And I think this one looks better, and then the sculpting details still awesome. And at the back you still have the heads for the Headmasters. And now it's time to take a look at Hardhead himself in his tank mode, and it's a really great looking tank. As you can see here, this figure is much better looking than what we got with Brainstorm. As you can see here, not too much paint details on this figure, but this one has a bunch. It accentuates the tank mode, and you can see here you have this Autobot logo here at the front. You have inside, you got the great sculpted details on this tank as well, and you still have Autobot symbols on both sides over here, which will translate into the robot mode as well. And it's really great because, just like Brainstorm itself, this figure or this tank mode has a lot of play features, and I like this better than Brainstorm because, as you can see here, you can open up the cockpit and you can put the Headmaster Duros here to pilot the tank, and then the gun can store on the top of the main cannon himself over here. And what's more awesome about this figure is the main gun has an opening cockpit where you can put another Headmaster. So let's put in Arcana, where another Headmaster can pilot the gun or the main cannon of Hardhead himself, and it really looks great. Really great looking tank, as you can see there. Really awesome feature compared to that sidecar feature for Brainstorm, which was ridiculous. And comparing the size with another deluxe tank, this is from the Centurion drone from the Transformer Select. So as you can see there, so this figure is a really flat figure, it's more hefty on this one. And then let's bring in Brainstorm himself so you can see how these two look like together. And there you have both Autobot Headmasters that I have in my collection, and they look awesome. So let's take out Arcana and Brainstorm. Let's have the transformation for Headmaster Hardhead. And before we transform this guy, I forgot to mention that this guy has got wheels, so it rolls pretty well on any surface. So you have wheels here and wheels there, and the tank treads don't work. And now let's get on with the transformation. So take out the Headmaster Duros, set him on the side, so you just fold him in so he becomes the head for the Headmaster Hardhead. As you can see there, it's pretty good head sculpt. And then let's get on with the transformation. So first you fold up this part, so this will become the crotch, and then this one's tabbed into his legs over here, so this one slots into the holes over here, so you do that for both sides. And then you unhinge both legs as well, like this, so this part of the leg will slot into here. So that's most of the Titan Masters transformation legs are mostly this way. And then you fold out the feet for both legs, so you have the feet done. And now for the body, you just fold this up. This tab will tab into here, so you fold that out, and then you fold out his arms, swing it like this, and then you see there's a tab here which will slot into this butt piece, so you just fold out his torso like this, and that will tab into place over here. And once you have that done, you almost have everything. Then you just fold out the arms, extend them on both arms, and then you fold out the fists from the side of the arms. And then for the cannon, you can put it this way if you want, you can leave it that way, but I prefer the cannon sticking up at the side of his shoulder. And then of course you have the Headmaster, the last part of transformation, and you just attach him here, and you have Headmaster Hardhead now fully transformed into his robot mode. And then you give him his gun. This is one of the great looking Headmaster figures that I have in the collection, so I only have Brainstorm and Mindwipe. So for the three, I think for me this is the best looking Headmaster among the three. So let's take a closer look at Headmaster Hardhead, and of course let's take a look at the head sculpt first. And you see that awesome looking head sculpt, so it's patterned after the G1 cartoon, so this is how he looks like in the cartoon itself. And then the awesome cannon, and then the chest part, you see he's got two Autobot symbols on his shoulder or on his arms, and the crotch piece is a lot of paint apps, and then you have stickers on the thighs, which are really nice because compared to the Brainstorm, which was really lacking in paint details and stickers, this one has got a lot even on the forearms. And then you can see the tank treads over here, which is really good in the legs. So now we take a look at this guy's articulation. So the head can turn 360, can look a little bit up and down, then side to side due to the Headmaster's articulation as well. And then this cannon is articulated, you can move it up and down, and you can also detach this. It's just attached here, so you can have him holding it as well. So but it looks really awkward because it's too much of a big gun for him to hold, so I prefer having the gun here on his shoulders. And then the arms as well can turn 360, although this one will be hindered due to the cannon, then can move in and out like that much. You have a 90-degree bend on the elbows. You can see the hand can move in and out, and then has a swivel, so more articulation on his wrists. And then he's got no waist swivel because of the transformation. It's hindered over here by the backpack, but the feet can kick forward that much, kick backward that much, and it's hindered by the backpack again, but can do the splits because it's on a ball joint, as you can see there. You have 90-degree bend on his knees, and then the feet has up and down movement but no ankle tiltage. And that's it for his articulation. And now it's time to take a look at the size comparisons and how he looks like with the other Headmasters. So now let's take a look at the other Headmasters in my collection together with the Headmaster Hardhead. And of course, first we bring in the Autobot Headmaster Brainstorm, and you bring in the Decepticon Mindwipe. And when you see the size comparison, this guy looks a little bit smaller than the two Autobots. Then bring in the guy I've been bringing the whole time for comparison. Here is Siege Hound, and so you can see all the deluxe figures and how they look like. So that's it for the comparison for the deluxe classes. And if you want to see how he compares with a bigger figure, here he is with a leader class Ultra Magnus. So you can see his size, so he's much bigger than Hardhead, and I think the size difference is pretty good for the both of them. So that's it for the size comparison. So that's what you need to know about the Headmaster Autobot Hardhead. So would I recommend this figure if you see him on the stands? Yes, I would. He is much better than the Autobot Brainstorm and Mindwipe as well. Everything is much better than Brainstorm. The paint apps, the sculpting, the stickers work very well, as well as the coloring for this guy is really awesome. I don't have much complaints about this figure. Even with the size, I'm pretty satisfied with it. So that has been BubbaChuck14, and I would like to give a shout out to the following people for leaving comments in my past videos. Shout out to Kumaring Style, Joyce El Sanguyo, Admin Tracks, Joyce Cal, and Mods Russell Quijano. Thank you for leaving comments in my past videos. And now here is the magic word, Autobots rollout. Check this out and type it in the comments, because the first and the fifth who type in the correct spelling and the correct words without any edits will be the winners. I want to make an announcement for the next videos and the following videos afterwards. There will be no more magic words, but there will be 3 first commenters. So the first 3 commenters will win. So the first 3 commenters will win. How many people are present in the last 10 seconds of the premiere will be the amount that they will win. So that has been BubbaChuck14. So thank you guys for watching. And as always, celebrate life, be a miracle.